Hi guys, welcome to Unit 8, Mice and Events. In this video, you will learn about Sustainable Development Goals involved with the mice industry. Many countries have made commitment to attain the Sustainable Development Goals. From 2015 to 2030, the general public is wondering about the definition of Sustainable Development Goal. For example, does it have to involve with mice industry? And how it can get involved. We would like to introduce to you Ms. Pat, a Senior Manager of Thailand Convention Exhibition Bureau. Pat is an expert in mice industry and can enlighten about sustainable event for us.
The Sustainable Development Goals are a collection of 17 goals set by the United Nations. The goals aim to solve problems, the global problems, which these goals target to, I would say, almost every angle of the global problems, including the environmental problems, social problems, and economic problems. The goals are developed from These 17 goals are developed from the 8 goals of the Millennium Era, the Millennium Goals. Students may heard about the Millennium Era, right? But these days we are not in Millennium Era anymore. The Millennium Era started in 2000 until 2015, and they had 8 goals. Developing from the successful of those 8 goals, the United Nations were thinking that, we should have advanced or more goals to solve more problems in more angles. So that's why these 17 goals has been developed by the UN. And these 17 goals has been adopted by almost 200 countries, by head of the state of almost 200 countries from all over the world. And it affects, once it's been accepted by head of the states or the leaders of those countries. So it will affect the government policy, the private sector policy, and in everyday life of people in all those countries. And so I would say that this set of 17 goals, which we call the UN Sustainable Development Goals, will affect global, affect us, affect business and our everyday life living. Actually, the government is not forcing anyone. Like, doing sustainability is not about forcing anyone to do anything. But we can't deny that once the government of countries, or including Thailand, when we adopt those goals, so the government input these goals into government policy, and it affects business sectors. And those business corporates are mice industry customers, right? Those corporates, those big corporates are companies that organize events, that participate in exhibitions, that holding meetings. So if they have to comply with these sustainable goals, so mice industry, we have to prepare ourselves, we have to equip ourselves with all the understanding, all the knowledge, how to serve our customers. So that's why, in conclusion, that's why we have to know how to implement the sustainability development goals. So to your question, that among these 17 goals, which one should we concentrate on? Which one that mice industry should be focused on? I cannot say that how many that we should consider, because if we say we should consider all 17 goals. But there are priorities, right? We cannot do all 17 goals at the same time. So there are some priorities that, in my opinion, I think mice industry or organizers should be focused on. First of all, The first one that we can do it easily and it create large impact is the goal number 12, which is the responsible consumption and production. For example, in organizing business event, we consume a lot of things. We consume energy, we consume food, we consume water, we consume products. So if we can consume this with responsibility in mind, so it will help reduce waste, it will reduce pollution. So this is the first goal that we should concentrate on. Another one is goal number 13, which is the climate change. The goal said it clear that it is immediate action on the climate change. Once we have responsible consumption of number 12, then it will impact to reduce the climate change, right? Another one is the zero hunger, that I do suggest you to look at it, because in every event, in every meetings, exhibitions, we eat. We have catering services. So we serve a lot of food. I have never seen any event that have not enough food. All events have leftover food or surplus food. So if we can provide this service cautiously, we calculate it in a proper amount, that we have less waste on food. So those food, instead of wasting, it will be supplied to those who are hungry, those who are in need, or even the leftover food. We don't call it leftover, actually, we call it surplus food. The surplus food can be donated to those hungers. Easily, quick win, we can do it fast. And the last one, which not many people see it as priority, but I would say this is very important, is goal number 17, which is partnership. The partnership to achieve the goals. As you may all know that business event industry or MICE industry, we gather a lot of people. It is a very good platform for us all to seek for partnership, to seek for helps in terms of moving together to reach the Sustainable Development Goals.